Hello beautiful souls, and welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. I'm Helen and I'm very happy that you're here with me today. We are going to be doing a pick a card reading, and because the planetary situation is kind of crazy, and more specifically the Mars retrograde that we recently went into, at least I personally have been feeling the effects quite a bit, and I know that a lot of people around me have been feeling the effects quite a bit as well. So my best friend actually suggested that I do a pick a card reading for Mars retrograde specifically, just to see how it will affect, like what sort of effect it will have on you. And so that's what I did. So we have 4 piles in front of us today. Pile number 1, which is the Sodalite stone. Pile number 2, which is moss agate. Pile number 3, which is Sphalerite. And pile number 4, which is Serpentine. Now, as with every pick a card reading, just use your intuition, use your own gut instincts and feelings to pick which pile draws you in the most. If you want to, of course, you can pause the video to choose the pile that draws you in the most. You can also meditate on the piles if that helps you. And if you feel drawn to several piles, not just one, then go ahead and watch several. There's really no limitation. So that's it. Take your time, choose the pile that you feel drawn to, and if you're ready, then just go in the description box or the comment section and click on the timestamp and start watching the reading. So I'll see you guys in just a bit. Okay, so you guys chose pile number 1, which is the Sodalite. This is actually, this stone is related to the zodiac sign Virgo. So if you happen to be a Virgo, sun, moon or rising, then good choice. This is more specifically a Virgo stone, but it's kind of very much about being in your truth, being in your element, being courageous and willing and able to speak your truth, being the most authentic version of you and not afraid to express that. So, but it's just good for kind of keeping your things sorted and calming down the mind, and it's a perfect stone for Virgos. But anyway, let's see how the Mars retrograde of 2020 will affect you. So we're starting off with tarot cards first. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, which is representing your energy during the Mars retrograde. So this will show us how this retrograde period is going to affect your energy more specifically. Now, how will it challenge you? Ace of Swords and the 5 of Swords. Okay, interesting. And it will help you. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Okay. It's very interesting to me how the energy that is challenging you is upright, but the energy that is going to help you is reversed. And there's a lot of different like personalities or energies coming through this section specifically. Let's go through this from the beginning. So your energy during the Mars retrograde period is represented by the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I do feel like it might kind of push you off center a bit, this Mars retrograde period. It might make you kind of lose your focus. Because we have the Page of Pentacles representing your energy. So it seems to me that there's something that you have been working towards, there's something that you have had your eye on, something that you have been focusing on very intently. But it seems to me that the Mars retrograde period is kind of making you lose your footing a bit. It's making you, it's maybe drawing your eye and your focus away from this thing that you've been after. It could be a relationship, it could be a person, it could be a job or any kind of career project. It could be anything that you're trying to achieve, anything relating to your home, anything in the material realm, really, anything in our kind of physical surroundings. So whatever it is that you have been trying to kind of make a success out of, or that you've been trying to bring to life, it seems that the Mars retrograde period is going to affect your ability to keep focused, keep yourself focused on that. And I think the main reason that your kind of focus will be a bit challenged, or it will be maybe hazy, is because of other people. I feel like it's very much to do with your surroundings, because if we look at the energies that are going to challenge you, we have the Ace of Swords and we have the Five of Swords, and it's really interesting to me that the Ace of Swords, because this is very much a card of that's representing truth, that's representing being authentic, that's representing just not being scared to bring some clarity into a situation, and it's just a card of like everything falling into place, everything making sense. So I feel like it's tying in with the Sodalite stone very beautifully, actually, which is, again, it's just weird how these things work out sometimes. But yeah, because we have the Five of Swords over here as well, I do feel like, and because, I mean, it makes sense, because the Mars retrograde period is very likely going to affect a lot of people in the sense that it's going to irritate them. It's going to make them stand on their toes and kind of maybe push them over the edge a bit. It's probably going to test a lot of people's tempers, and I feel like it's going to do the same to you, because the Five of Swords does represent some kind of argument, some kind of having some kind of verbal battles with someone. So yeah, I do feel like you are going to have to stand your ground when it comes to someone around you or some kind of situation. And it does feel like, because both of these cards are from the Sword suit, it does feel to me that it will be some kind of argument, some kind of misunderstanding, something to do with communication. So you might have to stand up for what it is that you are doing, for what it is that you are trying to achieve. You might have to kind of defend yourself and defend your idea, your passion, your pursuit. You might have to defend it to someone. But I do feel like it's going to challenge your kind of bravery and how you stand your ground, how you protect and defend yourself, and how you deal with opposition when it's coming from someone else, when it's coming from a kind of hostile party. How will you deal with that? But when we look at how this Mars retrograde period is going to help you, we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Honestly, I do feel like this Mars retrograde period is going to reveal the true essences of maybe some of the people around you. The King of Pentacles in the reverse is someone who is a bit more selfish, a bit more self-centered. Maybe they are not the most affectionate person, or they might be very shallow, very materialistic. And maybe greedy as well, whilst the Knight of Wands in the reverse might be kind of a trickster energy, kind of a playboy energy, someone who is very much like a flash in the pan, just kind of comes into your life and then disappears, and just kind of comes and goes as they please, not the most reliable person, not the most trustworthy person. And it might also be someone who takes advantage of other people's kindness, a kind of seductive energy, but very having kind of self-centered motives yet again. So I feel like this Mars retrograde period is going to reveal the kind of true essences of some people around you. So I feel like that the kind of masks will come off, and also it will help you deal with them, and maybe even get rid of them for good, kind of cut those people out, because from the looks of it, they might not be the best people to have around you. It kind of does veer off towards the toxic side of things. But let's see. Okay, wow, we have a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. So this is interesting because normally this card to me is very much associated with kind of charity or doing good, giving of yourself to other people. But in this case, I for some reason, again, feel like it is tied to this Ace of Swords card. Like giving a piece of your mind, standing up for yourself, rather than like letting other people tell you what to do, like rather than being submissive. As bad as that sounds, I hope it didn't come off the wrong way. But yeah, I do feel like that's a very strong theme that I get off this pile, that Mars retrograde will kind of do for you. But as I said, because it is the challenging part, I feel like it's not something that comes naturally to you. It might be something that you are maybe dreading a bit. Maybe you're not the best when it comes to confrontation. And I mean, no one really enjoys confrontation. I mean, maybe some people do, but I feel like this Mars retrograde is going to teach you to not to be more like aggressive or anything, but just to maybe kind of stand, as I said, stand your ground a bit more and defend yourself, not let other people completely ride over you. So let's see what else we have. I'm sorry. I'm going to put it on this side because it's seems to tie in so nicely with this part. Actually with this part as well, but it's kind of like, because the Ace of Swords is over here, we have truth. We have truth. So that's how it's going to affect you. And again, I feel like it's kind of tying in both ways. It will help you express your own truth more. It will help you stand up for yourself, as I think I've said 5 times already. But it's also going to bring out the true essence of someone around you, as I already said, that I feel with the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, in the reverse. I feel like this Mars retrograde period is just, it's going to bring a lot of clarity in a lot of sense. It's going to make your own worldview a lot more clear and crisp, in the sense that you yourself might kind of get a new sense of being, or a new sense of direction, or something, that it's just whatever it is that you are after, whatever it is that you want to achieve or do, it's going to just bring so much clarity to you in how to go about that, how to deal with it in the best way. So it is going to bring you a lot of truth, and it's going to help you express your truth and what it is that you're after, so that it would make sense to other people as well. But at the same time, I do feel like it's going to bring truth out from around the people who may have been putting on a false mask. Okay, we have 36, come to the edge. Oh boy, okay. Yeah, so as I said, I feel like it is going to make a lot of people it's going to push them over the edge. It's going to challenge them in a lot of ways, this whole Mars retrograde period. And I feel like your experience with this time is going to be very similar, in the sense that it is going to push you. It is definitely going to push you out of your comfort zone. It's going to push you out of your comfort zone and kind of put you out there. Because I do feel like this, whatever it is that you are doing, I do feel like it's something that you're maybe been keeping to yourself, that you've maybe haven't really had the chance, or you haven't had the courage to share it with anyone, because maybe you didn't know exactly how to go about it yourself, and so maybe it was something that you were dreading to present to other people or to share with other people, because, you know, how will other people react, and what will you say if some people start questioning you about this thing, whatever this is. So I do feel like it's something that you've been kind of working on your own. But I do feel like this Mars retrograde period, it is going to challenge you. It is going to push you to come out of this cocoon. It's going to push you. And I do feel like it's because of this confrontational situation that you're going to have with someone. And please don't be scared. I don't get... it's nothing to be like afraid of. When I say a confrontational situation, I don't mean it's going to be this huge argument or this huge fight. It's probably just something that, I'm not going to lie, it is going to push you out of your comfort zone. It's not going to feel great. But I feel like at the end of it, if you do stand up for yourself, I think you'll feel so victorious. So victorious, and it will give you yourself a clearer view, again, as I already said, a clearer picture of how to go about what this is. Because even if you are scared of how other people will react and how other people will take this, whatever it is that you're after, it might be that they will actually help you with this confrontational talk. They will actually help you maybe see some of the points in what it is that you're after that may need some extra work, something that you've maybe overlooked yourself. And in that way, again, you'll have a more clear picture, you'll have a better view of how to handle it, how to go about it, and what else needs tweaking in your plan, whatever it is that you're doing. So this card, more specifically, is about additional kind of suggestions or any kind of support for this Mars retrograde period for you. And we have insight, number 13. So I do feel like this Mars retrograde period is going to bring you, as I already said, it's going to bring clarity to you. It's going to make things more understandable, more clear, more straightforward. But I also feel like it's kind of a suggestion in the sense that that you should tap into that intuitive side, because that is the greatest compass that we have, our heart and our gut instincts. It's the greatest compass because it will never ever lead you astray. So the best way to get through this Mars retrograde period is to listen to your inner voice, to your inner guidance, because it does have a lot of insight to offer you. And through this whole Mars retrograde period, I feel like you will gain a lot of insight as well, just in general. And the last card that we have is, again, another suggestion, another recommendation that would help you go through this Mars retrograde period. We have simple pleasures. Look for beauty that is all around you. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. There's so much that you can learn from this Mars retrograde period, because, as I said, it is challenging, but through challenges we learn the most, we evolve and develop the most. So just even if this does get a bit pushy, if you do feel like you've been pushed over the edge, like your buttons are being pushed, like you're being tested, just focus on everything that is around you, everything that makes you feel safe, everything that makes you feel good, everything that reassures you, everything that you enjoy, everything that you're grateful for. Just remind yourself of that, and I think you'll have a lot easier time, and I think it will help ground you. It will help you kind of come back to your reality and get a firmer footing again, because, well, as I already said, because we have the Sodalite, and actually we have the Moon card, which is Virgo as well. You might actually be a Virgo, as I already said, but we also have the Page of Pentacles, and that's Earth energy. Again, could be a Virgo. So we, funnily enough, have quite a bit of Virgo going through. this main part over here. So yeah, if you are an actual Virgo or an earth sign, then yeah, I feel like just bringing the focus back to what you already have, what is already around you, what is surrounding you, and all the beauty that you can find from your surroundings and the people around you as well who are there to support you. I think it will help ease this whole time, this whole process, and it will kind of bring you more security and just make you feel a bit more comfortable during this whole Mars retrograde period. So I want to pull one last card. This is the Divine Doors Oracle, and these are the cutest little things. So I want to get one last card for you just as a last piece of recommendation or advice. Anything we can get for pile number 1 for Mars retrograde 2020. Anything we can get for pile number 1 as a last suggestion or recommendation or advice for Mars retrograde 2020. There we go. Oh, we have 2. Okay. We have passages, spiritual signs of inclination. You're walking through passages of your transformation. Oh my God, this is so cute. This is really, really cute because, yeah, as I said, I do feel like it's kind of a challenge. It's going to push you over the edge, but it's going to, through all of that, through coming out of your comfort zone, I feel like you will evolve greatly and you will gain a lot of insight. And we also have birth. Another gateway appears in view. New life is unfolding with blessings to you. Oh my word. Yeah, okay, so we have new life and passages. A lot of transformational energy coming through these 2 cards. So yeah, I feel like the Mars retrograde period is going to bring some kind of change, but I think it's going to be good change. So there we are. Thank you so much, pile number 1, for watching this reading. I hope you found this helpful. I'm sending you lots and lots of love and light, and hopefully I will see you again very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye. So pile number 2, you guys chose the moss agate. Now this one is associated with the planet Mercury. So you might be a Virgo, you might be a Gemini if you're drawn towards this, or you might just be drawn towards like heart chakra stones, because this is a green stone, so it is good for heart chakra work as well. It's really just good for expressing yourself and especially from like that honest, truthful heart space. So moss agate. Let's see how you guys will be affected by this Mars retrograde period of 2020. We're going to look at some tarot cards first. So this is, oh wow, this is your energy. This is how your energy will be affected with the whole Mars retrograde period. So we have the 3 of Swords in the reverse. For some reason I felt so strongly that the 3 of Swords would come out for one of these piles, and I'm not surprised that it's come out with the heart chakra stone. So okay, we're also going to see how the Mars retrograde period is going to challenge you. Oh wow. We have the Lovers in the reverse, and we have the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, boy, this is some challenging energy for sure. Okay, and how will Mars retrograde help you? Oh my God, we have another 3 of Wands in the reverse and the High Priestess in the reverse. Let's start from the beginning. We have the 3 of Swords in the reverse as your energy during the Mars retrograde period. So I do feel like you are in some kind of a recovery period. You're coming out of something that clearly had a painful sensation for you, something that caused you disappointment, heartbreak, sorrow, and I do feel like it's that you're going to kind of be going through this healing period, this recovery period, getting back on track with yourself. And now if we look at the energy that is challenging you, we have the Lovers in the reverse and we have the Six of Wands in the reverse. There was definitely something that broke apart, something that ended, something that dissolved. And it was a connection that you had with someone. Something that was very, very meaningful to you, because it is the Lovers card. So it is definitely very much heart-spaced again, tugging at your heartstrings. And because we have the Six of Wands in the reverse as well, it's something that you lost. And this Mars retrograde period is probably going to challenge you in dealing with that loss, dealing with something ending, dealing with something that you maybe even relied on, something that made you feel secure and something that made you feel safe and happy and loved and appreciated. That ending, that whole kind of security blanket being pulled away from you, I feel like that is definitely it's going to challenge you. It's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy getting over this, whatever this falling apart was for you. It's going to require you to be very strong and to focus on your heart, to actually mend it, to actually get yourself in a good place again, so that you would be able to kind of stand on your own 2 feet. Now, when we look at the energies that are helping you during this Mars retrograde, we have the Three of Wands in the reverse and we have the High Priestess in the reverse. You have 2 major arcana, by the way. So actually the thing that I feel with these two is that I get a sense of like time out with these 2 cards. I get a sense that this is a time that's going to kind of force you or push you to deal with whatever it is that has caused you this heartbreak, whatever this ending is for you. I do feel like you're going to take some time out. You're going to focus on getting yourself to a healthy place, getting yourself to a whole place again, because it does require you to kind of rely on yourself. I do feel a lot of self coming through these cards, especially with the High Priestess, but with the Three of Wands as well. Not really waiting for anyone to come and help you, because I don't think that anyone will be able to help you, and that's in itself, that's what's going to help you yourself come out of this. So I feel like this Mars retrograde period is going to maybe teach you to be more self-reliant, to handle your own emotions, to build up your strength, your resilience, your independence. And for some reason, it's more so emotional. I feel like it's emotional independence. Maybe strengthening your own relationship with yourself. Yeah, because with these 2 cards, there's a lot of other people involved, both with the Lovers and with the Six of Wands. There's a lot of other people, there's a lot of surroundings and connections with the external world, with other people. That's what's coming through the challenging part. So I do feel like it is going to shake you up a bit. It is going to make you feel uncomfortable. It is going to challenge your security, as I already said. I think I said it, but in essence, I think it's going to help you build up this resilience and this strength to rely on yourself. And I do very heavily feel that with the High Priestess, because as it is in the reverse right now, I feel like it's something that you are kind of out of touch with, that you may be used to having people around you and having a support system outside of yourself. But with this Mars retrograde, I feel like it's going to push you to start your own kind of journey, or your own it's going to strengthen your own relationship with yourself, as I already said. So that's kind of powerful. Okay, wow, we have a new start is coming, new moon. Yeah, and I do very strongly feel like it is a new start for you, like for yourself, with yourself. It's going to kind of wipe the slate clean, and it's going to give you a more stable, more secure footing that you can start building from by yourself. And if it's not something, I understand that it might not be something that you want to hear, but it is so incredibly empowering, especially if you're used to other people, if you're maybe not, if you don't maybe feel the best by yourself, it might be a bit difficult to hear, but every retrograde in essence is a period of lessons. It's a period for us to enhance some aspects of ourselves that maybe could be worked on, that could be tweaked, that could be developed, that could be made better. And I do feel like for you, it is a completely new worldview. It's something that will kind of give you like a refresh, like a restart. And I feel like it's going to be a very powerful restart. It's going to give you so much more confidence going forward in the future. So yeah, this is not the end of the world. Remember, this is just a lesson. This is a lesson for you to go through, grow from, and become a better, a more secure, a more confident version of yourself. Honestly, I could not make this up. It's so weird how these cards go together sometimes in like the most miraculous ways. We have new beginnings. Yes. This is okay. I'm going to put this on this side because I want to keep it here. So yeah, even though it is going to be daunting, even though it is going to feel like you have no clue what to do, which way to go, it is definitely going to challenge you. It is going to challenge you, but it's in essence, it's going to make room for all of these beautiful new opportunities to come in. It's going to help you build, as I already said, from a more stable ground, from a more secure foundation. And it's going to allow all these beautiful new things to come into your life, because you won't have to rely on other people for those new things. You will be able to bring them into your life yourself. And that is really, really, really amazing. Okay, we have here and now. So yeah, okay, that is something that I do feel like is one of the major lessons for you, pile 2. You're going to have to sit with these emotions, as uncomfortable as they are, and you might you might be tempted to find someone to kind of run to, or to find solace from. You might be very tempted to do that, but it's very much recommended that you don't, that you brave through this storm and face your emotions and face what it is that is inside you, right? The High Priestess in reverse. Listen to your emotions, listen to what is going on within you on deeper levels, and pay attention to them and deal with them. Sit with those emotions, sit with those thoughts, really go through what it is that is happening to you as you are experiencing this dissolving or breaking apart. And that way you can actually, as I said, you can grow from it. You can develop a stronger sense of self, and it will help you move towards the future with a more optimistic, with a more open and a more secure feeling. Okay, I just wanted to say, because I did get a like this word in my head, escapism. It might be something that you do in times of distress, if if you feel kind of out of your comfort zone, if you feel kind of threatened or something, you might be prone to escapism, like trying to find easy ways to soothe yourself or to get rid of those distressing emotions. But this Mars retrograde period, I feel, is going to teach you a lesson in that, and it is going to force you to, as I already said, stand on your own 2 feet and deal with this situation by yourself. Find that strength from within yourself rather than from other people. Oh, this is beautiful. We have soul family. So this is actually a recommendation or suggestion card for you in how to deal with this retrograde period. I do feel that even as you're going through this, even as you are maybe struggling, even as you are battling with some heavy and maybe some dark emotions as well, you are definitely not alone in this. Even though you might feel like it at first, because it seems to me that you are kind of detached from your own soul, if I may say so. It might sound a bit dramatic, but I do feel like that there's a bit of a disconnection or disconnect from your own higher self. You are definitely not alone in this. You do have your soul family around you who are there to help you, who are there to protect you, who are there to keep their eye on you and guide you as you're going through this. So even if you're not able to see them, because they are in the energetic realm, just know that they are there for you, and they are supporting you. They are supporting you, and you are definitely not alone. So you will be able to get through this. Oh my God, yes. This is too perfect. Oh my God. We have willpower. Improve your willpower to reduce your stress level. Exactly. It's like, this is all about developing your, as I already said, I think 100 times, sense of self. Like it's this whole period is here to teach you to strengthen your relationship with your inner self, with your higher self, with your heart, with your soul, and to start listening to those aspects of you. Because I do feel like you're very much focused on the mental aspects and your thoughts, but maybe kind of more distant from your heart and what your intuition is trying to tell you, how it's trying to guide you. So there's a lot that's hidden within you that you just haven't tapped into, that you haven't connected with. But I feel like this whole situation that is going to be disappointing, that is going to be challenging, that is going to be painful as you go through it. It will build up your willpower as well. So you have so much to rely on. You just have to tap into that inner strength. I want to get one last card. This is the Divine Doors Oracle. And I just want to see if we can get any last messages or any kind of recommendations regarding this Mars retrograde period. Any last recommendations for pile 2 for how to best deal with the Mars retrograde 2020? Any last pieces of advice for pile number 2 for Mars retrograde 2020? Oh my goodness, okay, that is way too much, but I'm going to keep this one. Wow, we have yes. This is a beautiful card as well. Such a beautiful card. And again, it kind of reminds me of a new beginning. Yes, kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and to fly. Oh my word. Yeah, this is so beautiful. This is all time. Like, do you see all this lilac and all this purple coming through, this lavender? It's just beautiful, and it's so full of promise. As I said, you will come out of this Mars retrograde period a much stronger, a much more resilient, a much more powerful human being. And yeah, you are going to, your soul is set now to leap and to fly. You will come out of this in flying colors, So this is a very, very, very empowering, a very powerful set that you guys chose. So I really hope that this pile resonated with you and that it gave you something something helpful, something useful. And yeah, I'm going to leave you guys with this. So thank you so much for watching this reading, and I'm sending you lots and lots of love and light, and hopefully I will see you in my next readings as well. So take care. Bye-bye. Okay, pile number 3, you guys chose the Sphalerite stone. Now, this is a great stone for grounding yourself, or any kind of root chakra work in general. And honestly, I've used the stone several times for when I've had low blood pressure. So it's just a great stone if you are having any kind of blood pressure issues. And also for the ladies, if you are having that time of the month, this stone is really, really great to have near you, because it just, I found it to be quite helpful. So yeah, it's a very, very, very good grounding stone. But anyway, let's look at how will Mars retrograde affect your energy more specifically. So let's see, we're starting off with tarot cards first. Oh my goodness, beautiful. So this is your energy through Mars retrograde. This is the effect that Mars retrograde has on your energy. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. I absolutely love that energy. That is beautiful. Let's see how it will challenge you. Oh, wow. We have the Magician. And we have the Ace of Wands. Wow, interesting. Okay. Trying to get them as straight as possible. Okay. And let's see how it will help you. We have the Four of Swords, and we have the Chariot in the reverse. Okay, wow, this is really, really, really interesting. I think so far this is the most interesting set of tarot cards that I've seen for the piles. So starting off with your own energy, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is a beautiful, abundant, happy, very prosperous energy. So I do feel like this Mars retrograde period will kind of bring out the best in you. You might actually be a fire sign, because it seems to me that you're dealing or handling this Mars retrograde period really, really well. It might not test you as much as it maybe does other people, because you seem to be completely unshaken, completely confident, completely secure in your environment. You seem to be very set wherever you are, and feel just really, really powerful and comfortable in that. You might be doing okay financially. You might be very secure in that aspect as well, not really feeling threatened by anything. And yeah, it's just beautiful, nurturing energy. Now, it's strange to me that when we look at the challenging energies, we have the Magician and the Ace of Wands. And when we look at the energies that are helping you, we have the Four of Swords and the Chariot in the reverse. So the challenging energies are all about like that active, masculine, very assertive, very active. Did I already say that? But anyway, just a lot to do with like movement and making things happen and taking matters into your own hands. Just a lot of that cardinal energy. But that's the challenging bit. So it might be that Okay, I see. So it might be that this Mars retrograde period is maybe kind of pushing you in a bit of an overdrive mode. It might challenge you in the sense that you might want to do a lot. You might want to start a lot of new projects, or you might want to launch something, begin something. Just be really, really active in making stuff happen, and especially because we have the Queen of Pentacles over here, it might be that you're very kind of financially driven, or trying to create extra like material abundance for yourself, trying to maybe secure your financial situation, and make it an even more stable one than it already is. So but because it's the challenging part, I do feel like it's kind of something that you might be tempted to do, but it might be kind of detrimental to your well-being. It might kind of push you over the edge and maybe take too much out of you. So I feel like it's something that you're going to have to be careful with, that you don't do too much with this whole Mars energy. It might push you to be too pushy, to kind of get your way to get what it is that you want, whether it's anything to do with career, whether it's anything to do with relationships. Just be careful with that, because it might not fly with other people very well, especially because we have that Mars energy, that very fiery energy. So you might maybe push some people's buttons with being overly forceful. So as I said, be careful with that. But we have the Four of Swords and the Seven of Swords, the Chariot in the reverse. So just kind of taking it a bit more easy. I feel like that's what's going to help you get through this. I understand that you may want to accomplish a lot of things, and you may want to get a lot of things done, but you're going to be able to do that. So there's really no rush. There's really no rush to make things happen. Just take it easy. Allow yourself to kind of relax and chill out every once in a while. You really don't have to. You don't have to hurry. There's no rush. So in this whole Mars retrograde period, because as I said, I feel like if you're being overly pushy, it might rub some people the wrong way. And you might kind of come up against some obstacles, or some opposing forces. And not that it's going to I don't even feel like it's going to really affect you in any way. It's just maybe better for you to take it easy, so that you wouldn't push yourself too far and kind of burn yourself out trying to do too much. But also I feel like it's going to have a better result for your connections and your relationships with other people. It's going to make you have an easier time working with other people and communicating with other people. It's going to bring less arguments and less tension, because as I said, I don't think that other people are going to take it very well if you are overly pushy, if you are overly forceful about what it is that you want. Okay? So you don't have to make everything happen just now. Take it easy. That's the main message. Oh my God. We have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Yes, as I said, we have a lot of that fiery energy come through, and especially even if you look at these cards, there's a lot of red and there's a lot of magenta and orange and those kinds of colors coming through. That's the main effect that this Mars retrograde is going to bring you. It is going to, I feel like it's going to give you even more energy. It's going to push you to do even more and to accomplish even more. But as I said, be careful, because I do feel like it's not going to be received in the best way. So just be prepared that you might have a bit of an opposing energy with someone, or that weird kind of tension with someone. But because we have the Queen of Pentacles representing your energy, I don't think that it's going to affect you overly dramatically or anything like that. I don't think it's going to have a very, very strong effect on you. And I do feel like you're going to be able to work it out diplomatically. It's just, as I already said, it's going to require you. And the best way to go about that is to be as kind of peaceful, as understanding, as accommodating as possible, and not maybe and try to maybe take other people's needs and wishes into consideration as well, and don't run them over with what it is that you want. Okay. Oh wow, okay, we have illumination. So yeah, it's that's actually such a beautiful card to have. So I do feel like this Mars retrograde period, especially if you have this kind of confrontation thing with someone or with a group of people, it doesn't have to be one person necessarily. Especially if it's like a work setting, you might have your colleagues or your bosses or some like a number of people to stand up against. I do feel like it is going to make the everything around you more clear. It's going to make everything around you more apparent for you and for other people as well. So yeah, I really like this illumination card, because whatever this I think whatever this like standoff or this opposing energy is that you're going to face at one point during Mars retrograde, it is going to bring a lot of clarity to you and to this whole situation. So it will help everyone. It will help everyone be on the same page, and it will make it easier for you to actually accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. So I really love this card for you, because it's like this broomstick that's going to sweep away all this haze and all this nonsense and all this confusion that might be going on. Maybe other people don't even really understand what it is that you're doing. You might be so focused on your own thing and being so kind of immersed in it that you've maybe kind of detached from other people, and you maybe have left them out of your process, because there's a lot of individual energy coming through this. So yeah, I do feel like it's going to clear up things for you yourself and for other people, which is really great, really great in helping you move ahead. And oh my goodness, yeah, we have Treasure Island. Oh my God, this is such a beautiful card. So, as I said, I do feel like you have so much, like so many beautiful things to look forward to, and I do feel like you will be successful in whatever it is that you are trying to push forward and that you're trying to accomplish. It is going to come to fruition, but it just requires you, because we have the turtle over here and we have two kind of slowing down, being very peaceful, being very calm energies with the Four of Swords and the Chariot in the reverse over here. I do feel like it is going to require you to be diplomatic, to be calm, and just kind of take it one step at a time, not to rush anything, not to force anything. But I feel like you're going to want to. I feel like you're going to want to rush and force things. But it's just better for you if you don't. It's better for you if you don't. But as I said, it is going to make things a lot clearer for you, and it will help you actually reach your goals, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Oh, this is such a beautiful card. I really, really like this one. We have number 29, You Are the Universe. So this card is actually representing a recommendation or suggestion, like advice for you to how to go about this whole Mars retrograde period. And yeah, you are the universe. I feel like it's just a reminder to you that you don't have to work so hard to make things happen. We have the Magician over here as well, which is like the master manifester energy. And you are the universe. So it's everything that you are after, everything that you want to have. It's in your grasp. It is possible for you. You don't have to sweat it so hard. You don't have to force yourself so hard. You don't have to run other people over to get something. It's not that difficult. you have it in you, so it's possible for you to make it happen. And I feel like it's just a beautiful reminder. It's a beautiful reminder to let you help kind of slow down and take it a bit more easy. Because if you are, as I said, if you are a fire sign, if you're an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, this might be especially relevant to you, because you might feel that super strong urge to just get moving, get things done, make the most out of this fiery energy that Mars has. But it is recommended for you to, as I've said 100 times by now, I think, to slow it down and to remind yourself that you don't have to work so hard. You don't have to work so hard. You can attract things to yourself a lot more easily. Oh my goodness, this is too beautiful. I love this. We have imagination. Draw from the well of your own capabilities. Yeah, exactly. Like these two cards with the Magician, with the Queen of Pentacles, it's all drawing in so beautifully together. You have all the power that you need within you. You don't need to force anything. The most effortless way for you to get through this Mars retrograde period is to slow down, to not be overly forceful and pushy about what it is that you want to achieve, that you want to do, that you want to get done, and try to be as diplomatic as possible when dealing with other people, and just remind yourself of your own innate power, of everything that you're capable of, everything, all the skills that you have that are available for you at your disposal. Remind yourself of that and draw strength from those to make things happen. And in that way, you will have a much easier time dealing with other people, and also you will still get what it is that you want. Okay? I love this message. I really like this, and I'm just baffled that everything is going together so beautifully with this Sphalerite stone, which is just this fiery root chakra energy. But I also want to get one last oracle card as an extra suggestion or recommendation, advice, that kind of thing. This is the Divine Doors Oracle, and they have these sweet rhyming messages. So let's see what last piece of advice we can get for you for Mars retrograde 2020. Please give me any last pieces of advice for pile number 3 in regards to dealing with Mars retrograde 2020. Okay. We have Nomad. The nomadic wanderer lies deep inside, so take the leap now, don't crawl back and hide. Wow. Yeah, I think, okay, you know what? I actually love this message because I feel like it's suggesting that, again, you tap into that inner well of power that you have and kind of draw yourself in more, because you might be a bit maybe overly grounded in the physical realm, and you might have to tap into your intuition, into your emotions, into your heart space more, and kind of connect with your higher self, with the universe a bit more to make things happen. So yeah, I feel like it's calling you to tap into that inner world of yours and draw strength and abilities from there, rather than being overly forceful and aggressive in making things happen physically around you, you know? So wow, yeah, I really like this one. So thank you so much, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed this. I honestly think that so far you guys are going to probably have the easiest time when it comes to Mars retrograde, so congratulations for that. Yeah, this is really great. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this was useful to you in some way, and I hope to see you in my new videos as well, in my new upcoming readings. But I'm sending you lots and lots of love and light in the meantime, and yeah, take care and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Okay, and last but not the least, we have pile number 4. So you guys chose Serpentine. Now this is a very, very quirky stone. I have a very strong connection to this one. It's probably the most high vibe out of all the stones that we've had for the different piles in this one. It's very much related to, even though it has this earthy energy, it is very much related to that Kundalini energy as well. So very much to do with spiritual awakening and starting your spiritual journey and ascension and just upgrading yourself spiritually. So it's a beautiful stone. As the name suggests, it is tied to that snake energy as well. So yeah, it's, as I said, probably the most high vibe, the most spiritual out of all the piles. So it's going to be very interesting to see what comes out for you guys as we start looking at how Mars retrograde 2020 will affect your energy more specifically. So we're going to start off with some tarot cards. Okay, so we have the 8 of Swords in the reverse as your energy during Mars retrograde. Okay, let's see how Mars retrograde will challenge you. Oh boy, okay, we have the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. Yeah, those are definitely some challenging energies, definitely. But it will help you. Oh wow, in the Tower in the reverse and the King of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so those are going to be the helping energies of Mars retrograde 2020. Wow. It seems that Mars retrograde will really push you. And I'm not surprised. If you chose Serpentine, it does, as I already said, it does have a bit of a connection to the spiritual realm. You might be a very, very highly spiritually developed person. So in that case, this kind of fiery Mars energy will probably push your buttons and really push you to the limit. But we have, as I said, we have the 8 of Swords in the reverse as your energy during Mars retrograde. So in essence, your energy is actually a really positive one, because the 8 of Swords in reverse is always about freeing yourself, having a sense of like being able to breathe more easily, having some kind of burden or some kind of constraints, something that's been really having a toll on you come down or kind of release its pressure on you. So I do feel like things will get easier for you. Especially I feel like your mental space and your thoughts, it will make it easier for you to deal with those. It will free you up in a sense, and it will liberate you from your own mental prison, as harsh as that sounds. It's going to make it easier for you in some regard, whatever it is that you have been battling. But I feel like the way that it's going to do that, the challenge is for you with the 10 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. Something for you is coming to an end, because the 10 of Swords always represents some kind of ending. Now, it doesn't always have to be a very painful one. It's probably the darkest of all the tarot cards, and a lot of people get very nervous when they see the 10 of Swords. But in essence, what it is actually is it's a clean slate. To me, the 10 of Swords is always a clean slate, even though it can be painful, even though it can really push you, it can really test you in a lot of ways. It is actually getting rid of something that was not supposed to be in your life. So it's going to clear up the space. And because we have the 5 of Wands as well, I do feel like it's this ending, whatever it is something that it's a very challenging energy. And I do feel like this whole Mars retrograde will maybe, as I said, I feel like it's going to make you have a lot of like mental it's like this collision of thoughts in your head. A lot of maybe opposing thoughts, a lot of struggle, a lot of chaos, and a lot of misunderstandings, and kind of battling with yourself, going back and forth. So it is going to be difficult for you because of this Ten of Swords. It might be that there are some parts of you that don't want this to end, and then some parts that realize that it is actually in your best interests. So there's this kind of fighting going on, but I feel like it's very much internal, like it's going on within yourself, and you're kind of battling yourself over this, whatever this Ten of Swords represents for you, whatever is coming to an end for you or has come to an end for you. But when we look at the energies that are helping you during this Mars retrograde, we have the Tower in the reverse and the Knight of Swords. Sorry, the King of Swords in the reverse. I don't know why I said Knight. I do feel like the thing that's helping you is that some kind of very rigid way of thinking that you've had, that's going to come down. It's going to crumble. And I do feel like, as I said, I get this sense of like liberation or breaking free coming through this, and breaking free from your own thoughts, something that the prison of your own thoughts, as I said. So I do feel like that's actually what's going to help you overcome this Ten of Swords and the Five of Wands, these more challenging, these more hurtful energies that you may be experiencing internally. You're going to overcome them. This Mars energy that is very forceful, that is very pushy, that is very it's very assertive and kind of in your face. I feel like it's going to actually help you move past. It's going to help you move you out of your head and bring you more in touch with your spiritual side, with your soul, with your emotions, and with your feelings. Because we have the King of Swords over here, which is in the reverse. So yeah, very much that a lot of swords energy, but as I said, I feel like it's coming out of that, because we do have this Tower over here. It's coming out of that and getting more into your body, into your spiritual self, spiritual being. Oh my goodness, we have it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. Yeah, it is definitely time to take action, in the sense that you're going to have to get rid of these thoughts. It's going to, as I said, this is what's going to challenge you. It's not going to be easy. It's going to test you. It's going to see how you deal with these more defeating thoughts. How are you going to overcome them? How are you going to silence them? As I said, I feel like the thing that's going to help you is this soulful, that heartfelt, those kinds of energies that are going to come forward within you, because we have the Tower here. So it could be any kind of internal realization that you're going to come to, or it could be something that is around you in your external environment that is going to help you see things from a completely new perspective, that is going to break down this rigid way of thinking, this rigid way of seeing things that you've been in. So yeah, this Mars retrograde period is going to force you to leave this old way of thinking and to set yourself free. It's going to make you set yourself free, which is absolutely beautiful. Okay, we have potential. Oh my God, I think you're going to find this completely new side to yourself, because I do feel like there's a lot of there's so much depth within you that is hidden, that is clouded by all of these thoughts, all of this mental commotion that is going on in your head, that is just like speaking over everything else that is going on within you. As I said, the spiritual essence, I feel like it's kind of it's a thing that's going to help you come out of this, but right now I think it's hidden. And everything going on in your head, everything that your mind is feeding you, it's so overpowering. It's just completely clouding everything else that you're inner wisdom is trying to give you. You will be able to tap into that potential, all of that hidden potential within you that is just lying dormant and waiting for the opportunity to emerge, waiting for the opportunity to take center stage. Because right now, as I said, right now it feels like your thoughts are kind of running the whole show. Your mind is running the whole show, and it's quieting everything else. But again, this Mars retrograde period is going to change that. It's going to change that and bring forth maybe some voices within you, some wisdom, some knowing that you never knew existed. Oh my goodness. We have Breathe, number 29, which actually breaks down to 11, which is a master number. And I just love how it is going together with the Eight of Swords in the reverse, and again with the Serpentine stone. And there's all this blue, very much that high vibe color. I just love that this card came out for you. Breathe. It's like, as I said, I feel like it's going to clear up the space, and it's going to make things easier for you. It's going to help you see things so much more clearly, and it's going to release the burdens that you've been battling within you. You will be able to breathe a lot more easily as you come out of this Mars retrograde period. And yeah, I just think it's going to open up some aspects of you that have been hidden, that you never knew existed, but that you are going to be so glad when you actually get in touch with them. I think it's going to blow your mind. I think it's just going to blow your mind. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we have number 30. There is only light. So this is actually a kind of recommendation card for you in how to best deal with this Mars retrograde period. There is only light. Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's just a beautiful reminder to you to stay on the more light side of things, to not get dragged into this heavy and dense and dark energy of the Ten of Swords and the Five of Wands, which you seem to be kind of battling with. There is only light. So focus on the good, focus on the light aspects, focus on everything that you enjoy, everything that brings you happiness, everything that brings color to your life. I think that will also draw your focus away from whatever your mind is feeding you, with the Ten of Swords especially. I do feel like it's kind of maybe forcing you to be in that more dark and heavy space, but that's why it's important for your spiritual side to emerge, because that will take you out of it. It will drag you out of that dense and dark and damp place, and it will bring you into the light. It will help ascend you. Okay, it will help lift you up. Oh my goodness. And the last card that we have is time to play, make time to dance and play. Oh, it's just, I love that there's this more carefree energy coming through as a recommendation for you guys. Yeah, absolutely. Just focus on the good, focus on the light, and focus on the happiness. Focus on all the good, and it will bring even more good into your life. It's beautiful. This Mars retrograde period is going to free you. It's going to free you from some really negative thoughts, it seems to me. That's actually so beautiful and so powerful, and I love that this message came through. I'm going to close this reading out with the Divine Doors Oracle as a last piece of advice for you during this retrograde period. Any last piece of advice for pile number 4 regarding this Mars retrograde? Wow. Oh, look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. This is, I love the design of these cards. They're just the cutest. A note on love. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation and goal, blessed is the body, mind and soul. Oh my God, this is actually so perfect, and I love that this came out for you guys. enter into the unknown. Exactly what I've been saying. Enter into the parts of yourself that you haven't discovered yet, because there's so much hidden. There's so much hidden. I feel like you could really benefit from doing any kind of meditations, doing yoga, starting to journal, or getting more in touch with nature, just immersing yourself in more of that spiritual energy, and getting yourself kind of away from the mess of your mental activity. When love is the focus, foundation and goal, blessed is the body, mind and soul. Yeah, it's I just love that there's so much positivity coming through, and I feel like that's the key word for you guys, to focus on the positive, to bring light and love back into your life, and to release these thoughts of negativity, these self-defeating thoughts, these self-imprisoning thoughts, which I feel like is what this Mars retrograde will do for you. And start focusing on the light, finding joy, freeing yourself up, and gaining a whole new point of view. Oh my goodness, I really like this message. I think it was just it was so encouraging, and I think you guys at the end of this Mars retrograde, I think you'll be very thankful, and you will feel like a renewed version of yourself. Oh my goodness, I love this reading so much, and I hope you guys did too. I really hope that you found something useful from this reading, and I also hope that you guys will stick around and watch my upcoming videos as well. But in the meantime, I am sending you lots and lots of love and light, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.